Well, the rapid spread of COVID-19 is forcing churches to reevaluate how they hold services.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds' proclamation does not restrict churches from holding services, but some are deciding to make a change based on the guidance of health officials.
KIMT News 3's Nick Kruszelnicki is live in Mason City with what one church is choosing to do. Nick?
Yes, George and Katie, Trinity Lutheran Church here in downtown Mason City had been doing online services through most of the pandemic, and it wasn't that long ago that they switched back to doing in-person services, and now they've decided to go back and do online services once again. Now, I spoke earlier with Pastor Dan Garretts this afternoon. He tells me CG Public Health had asked local churches to consider going back to worshiping online, and they decided to comply. Pastor Garretts says there are actually some good aspects to live streaming their services. They're able to reach more people in other parts of the state and even across the country. He says eventually they will return to in-person services when the right time comes.
We're looking at it and reevaluating often. We have a reopening plan that's a phased approach that we put in back in May, and we've continued to use that. We've adapted it as we learn more about the virus and how it works.
Now, you might be wondering how they are going to conduct Christmas services. Pastor Garretts tells me in a normal year they would attract nearly 1,000 people to their in-person services, but this year they're deciding to do all their Christmas services online. Live in Mason City, Nick Kruszelnicki, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Nick. Governor Reynolds' proclamation does impact wedding and funeral receptions, those now limited to 15 people indoors or 30 people out of doors.